Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Dwarf. Well, you. Why am I so angry? Well, goddamn business is it of yours. I think all of you people who listen to Howard Stern can go take a flying and your people mean nothing to me. You're like crap. If only I could reach you from the top of the Howard Stern building. You listening to the Howard Stern show, climb to the top of the building and jump off. And hopefully all of you will die.
Nice. Might as well... Hold it a second. Something wrong here, technically. Give me a second. Test. Okay, I don't want the Letterman thing. Oh, give me the Letterman thing. Thanks. It just hung up on me playing the Letterman intro. Where's the, come on, I'm only getting, the left channel on my headphones. Hey, Bob, do you know? There's no engineer here or anything. In fact, there's no Fred even here. I'm the only one here for the show. We decided to go on at 7 o'clock in the morning because we knew we'd be burnt out today, and we're taping 2 shows today. We're going over to the Grammys later. What's it? Did you get it through both headphones or one side?
I'm on both channels.
You are?
Yeah, I am. So you want to switch headphones?
Yeah, maybe my headphones are out. Were your headphones out?
I didn't notice them being out.
Hold on one sec. Let me see if I can figure this out. If you... Well, I feel retarded when it comes to this stuff. Hold on a second. I can work this out. Put this in left. Let me try those headphones. You know, whenever there's a technical problem, I only hope it's just my headphones. Because I know I can't fix anything else. Yeah, it was the headphones.
What?
See, Bob, it was the headphones.
There you go.
How come it didn't bother you?
I don't know.
I guess you don't talk. I guess you don't talk that much on the air, so you don't care.
I only kind of wear one, actually.
Oh man. Okay, I got a big announcement to make. I wanted to wait for Robin and Fred and Jackie and everyone to get here, but they must be in traffic. I think they figured if the show was going to start at 7, everyone should show up at 7. I figured everyone would show up at 6:30, and that would give us a half hour to prepare.
No one ever shows up at 6:30.
Yeah.
No one ever shows up a half hour before the show, except you.
Yeah. Well, it's because
Read your paper.
I guess I'm more motivated because I know I can't get other work. Robin could always go to nursing. I don't have other work. And Fred and Jackie, God knows what they would do without me. Well, Robin, let's call Barry Hawkins. What is this?
Just turned on your reel with best of.
Right. Mitch, I didn't want to do the show with you, actually. I didn't know that you were going to be here.
I'll leave.
Okay.
I just want to know if you're all set.
I'm all set. Why don't you just pull my commercials and give me a log so I know what to play?
All right.
Okay. Thanks. What's with Fred? I mean, he's just sauntering in at 7 o'clock, too? I mean, didn't he feel he had to prepare for like 20 minutes?
I don't know.
I mean, nobody, you mean I'm the only one who shows up? How does Fred expect me to be on the air if if nobody's here? Oh, well. And how you doing it? You know, it's kind of weird that I'm the only guy here for the whole show. I mean, Fred's supposed to, like, be here at least 10 minutes early so he could set all my stuff up. I don't know how to play commercials anymore. I've gotten too lame and too old. All right, get me a log and get me what live commercials I'm supposed to read. Hey, Bob, thanks for doing that best of thing, man.
Sure.
You did it so well.
Thanks.
You didn't see the TV show, huh?
Not yet. No, I got the cassette at home, though.
You know, well, I might as well break the news to you, Bob, since you're the guy sitting here.
Let's hear it.
Even though I broke it to you already. But pretend like I didn't break it to you, okay?
All right.
And if I was here, I'd have, like, trumpets and stuff blowing. The big news is, and I was thinking about this all along, since most people couldn't get the TV show, what I'm offering is a videotape. Oh, right. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. What a little entrepreneur I am. Hey, you know, I got to make a buck. K-Rock's got to make a buck. Everyone's got to make a buck here.
Do we get some of this?
Sure.
Oh.
If you dial... What?
Is this videotape going to be national then? Is it going to be all around?
Yes, it'll be the edited version of the show, so it'll be tightened up, because the show went for like 2.5 hours. And there'll be like a 90-minute tape. Then, as an extra bonus, so even the people who saw the show already want to get the tape, there's a poster inside with backstage photos.
Really?
Also, about 15 to 20 minutes of backstage tape that no one has seen. We had a guy running around with a camera backstage that night.
The outtakes, if you will.
Outtakes, if you will. You know, just people in the back, in the back area. Like at one point, the lesbians started coming on to Jessica Hahn and stuff. That stuff you didn't get to see because it was going on in the green room.
The behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And also it'll include Gary's teeth, I'm pretty sure. We haven't added that in yet. But we didn't get to that on the night of the TV show. So the videotape and all that stuff at 1-800-52-STERN. That's right. What a whore. Yeah, but come on, I'm not being a whore. A lot of people want to see the TV show. They didn't get to see it. And actually, you're seeing a better version because we're going to edit out all the boring stuff and get into the meaty stuff. You know what I mean? 1-800-52-STERN.
And you know people are going to be trading off videotapes anyway, so you might as well get what's rightfully yours.
Yeah, I know that, and plus, you don't get the poster if you trade videotapes, and you don't get the backstage material. I hope they have that number hooked in, 1-800-52-STERN. Did you see the TV show?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I was on it, Howard.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I was the imbecile Kish Siobhan, buddy.
Well, that was you.
Yeah.
I still think the highlight of the whole damn show was the guy who lit his penis on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, he stole the show. I was a little envious because, I wanted to be the star that night. We were all pretty pleased with it, actually, because when I was watching the show, I said, I went home and watched the show that night. I didn't get to bed till like 4:30. I said, hey, it looked like the radio show. It was totally disorganized. There were people milling in and out. It was sufficiently nutty and pleased me on all levels.
Yeah, I had a really good time. That chick in the suspenders blew me away, though.
Yeah, I know. That's some of the things that I'm sorry about on the TV show. We didn't get to some of the people in the audience, like the girl with the suspenders. There was one girl who just wore suspenders over her breasts, and she'd written me a letter. She was a go-go dancer. And what I wanted to know is how do the suspenders never move from side to side? They stayed completely over her nipple. Her nipples were completely concealed, and all you saw was breast.
I was wondering that myself.
What does she glue that to her nipples?
I have no idea.
She took like suspenders, man, and like had them perfectly glued to her breasts. But I got her in the dance segments because I watched the tape. Everybody saw her in the dance
It
segment.
was on like the whole time. The cameras kept panning over to her.
That was me working the camera.
Yeah, but even when you were...
I grabbed a camera and I was supposed to go around shooting different girls. I focused in on her. I figured like she was the best one there. I was not gonna have the camera taken off of her.
Before we went inside, I was standing next to that psycho chick, the monkey lady.
Yeah.
And
she was pretty good actually on camera.
She was, but she was scaring me a little bit outside.
What was she doing?
Just the way she was looking, just looking around at everybody. I was like, man, this chick looks tough.
Did you order your videotape yet?
1-800-52-STERN?
Yeah, STERN.
Oh, STERN? I'll order it.
1-800-52-STERN.
I'll order it.
Well, I got letters from about 1 million people. So I should make $24 million off of this tape. Yeah, I got it figured.
That's a good deal.
Well, everyone who wants a memento of the show,
Yep.
It'll be like slickly produced, and also you'll have that backstage stuff.
Yeah, the stuff, my friends taped it, and I saw like the beginning with all the commercials and everything, and that Elvis one was hilarious. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Hey, what's that noise? That. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hey, move along. I gotta move along, man.
All right,
I'm just kind of anxious. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Did you see the TV show?
Yes, I did.
How'd you like it?
Great. Can I turn my radio down, Howard?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah, I figured, the fans would... I talked to a lot of people who had parties that night, and they had a really good time. It was a lot of fun for them.
That seemed to be the thing to do. I was on the air Saturday night. A lot of people were calling in saying that they were having a party and everybody was watching the show.
Yeah.
Jessica Hahn has just called in on the hotline to talk about the show.
Hey, can I put you on hold? I want to talk to Jessica for a minute.
All right, sure.
Okay. Jessica.
Howard.
Hey.
Hi, honey.
Did you have a good time Saturday night?
I had a great time.
You came off really well.
I did?
I thought so.
Oh, I loved it. It was great. I had a great time.
What is that noise? Like that tunnel noise?
I heard it, too.
Wait a second. Let me figure out what it is. I don't have any engineer or anybody. Nobody's here for the show. It's 5 after 7. No one came.
I know. I'm leaving, and I was just going to the airport, and I wanted to say goodbye.
I know Robin has traffic coming in, but Fred lives in the city.
Oh, Howard, you can handle it.
No, I'm handling it just fine. It's just that the technical stuff, I've gotten kind of lazy and sloppy after a couple of years in radio. Like you talk to Bob. Bob knows how to work all the equipment, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a disc jockey here, and you're hungry. I've gotten so lazy and fat.
Hey, you're a pro,
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I walked in today. I said, hey, you know something? I'm just going to throw myself on the air. Nobody's here. I don't even know how to throw myself on the air. It took me about 25 minutes just to work out the time delay thing.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hey, Say, Howard, that really turned out really good.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah, it really was.
I'm selling a videotape of it.
Yeah?
I decided. Yeah, I said, I never whore myself out. I never sell anything, but so many people didn't get to see it.
I know.
Jessica, you might want to call 1-800-52-STERN.
I might want to do that. I would like to see it.
That's 1-800-52-STERN.
1-800-52-STERN.
And you get the backstage photos?
Yeah.
I heard those lesbians were coming on to you backstage.
Howard,
yeah.
I did not have 2 minutes alone backstage.
Really?
I'm not kidding. They're nice and all that, but they were like, do you need anything? Do you want anything? Are you okay?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, God, am I in trouble or what? And they tried to tell me they weren't gay.
Hey, hold on a second. I'm getting like really strange noises in here.
I hear it, too.
Yeah, it is weird. And it's real annoying. They were trying to tell you they weren't gay?
Yeah.
Well, technically, I guess you'd call them bi.
I don't know. Well, they were definitely bi then, because they were, ask anybody.
I just fixed the sound.
You did?
Yeah, I figured out what it was.
All right, Howard, you could run the show.
See, look, no more noise.
All right.
You look so damn good in your negligee. Hey.
What?
Just, if people didn't get to see it, just to see your breasts. Your breasts are perfect now that you had that damn operation.
Oh, thanks.
Good Lord. And Jessica was so nervous. I didn't embarrass you or anything.
No, not at all.
I thought a weird part of the show, Jackie just came in, was the Jessica Hahn playing playing Guess Who's the Jew.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah. If I had one thing to do differently, I would have had the dial-a-date. I would have done it differently.
Why?
I would have had the lesbians with live guys in the studio. I would have had that penis guy, the guy who lit his penis on fire.
God.
Mason Reese and that George the Screamer. I would have had them competing.
Everybody went nuts backstage when he did that on fire.
Oh, wasn't that great?
God, I thought he was going to die.
It was scary.
He stole the show, didn't he, though, Jackie?
Yeah.
It was frightening.
Do you know why? You know why that guy was stupid? The guy who lights his penis on fire. He supposedly has done it like a million different times. You've seen him do it.
He never did it like that before.
You want to know why he screwed up?
Why?
He goes to Robin, do you want to put the lighter fluid on?
She put on like 3 times too much.
Yeah, but, Robin doesn't know how much lighter fluid to put on. The guy should never have let her do that. This guy lit his penis on fire on the TV show. He puts lighter fluid on his crotch, and then he, on a bathing suit. And what happened is he said to Robin, would you like to put the lighter fluid on? I guess to prove that it was authentic, but we believed him.
Oh, God.
So she was dousing it. There was a good 5 minutes of dousing going on.
You're not kidding.
It's like the weirdest thing I ever saw.
Everybody went crazy. Really. I never saw that man look like he was in pain.
When he did it, when he worked with me, what he did was put some lighter fluid, on the tip of, the package, so, the flame was in the middle and it wasn't dangerous. But when Robin did it, she put it all around, so it was right up to his thigh.
Which was a good thing she did that because it was funny.
What a flame!
So the guy says, I'm going to light my crotch on fire and then I'm going to fry an egg.
Oh, God.
And then he puts a frying pan over his crotch. Didn't you have a good time, Jessica?
I had it, Howard. I loved it. I loved dancing with you.
Wasn't that
you
great?
You were tall.
I know, man. I was humping you.
God. Howard.
I haven't dry humped since I camped 1963, I think, in summer camp.
You are so tall.
I know. And then when I enveloped you in my arms.
Oh, I loved it.
And let me just say something. Those new breasts of yours.
Yeah.
They were so cuddly.
Well, you're the first one to cuddle, okay?
I was totally stripped down of my underpants, dancing a slow dance with Jessica Hahn. Meanwhile, it was a fast song playing, but I didn't care. And then we just we cuddled and we exchanged words.
Right.
It was like Dirty Dancing for the demented.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, flash dance in the Catskills.
Hey, you're pretty well built yourself, you know.
Are you serious?
I mean it. I'm dead serious.
You think I look good in that underwear?
I thought you looked dynamite.
Really?
I tried to explain to Playboy, but I couldn't. They're going to have to get the tape.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to have to call 1-800.
Yeah, we'll tell you to call 1-800-52-STERN. 1-800-52-STERN and order his videotape now.
I am. You look great. You really did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if I looked good. I didn't, I was doing the show and it was like, it was also damn confusing. It was a
party, Howard.
It was a party. It was a mob scene.
That's all. It was a great party.
Yeah, and I think it worked out real well too because most people were home partying to the thing.
Yeah, they were.
And it was sort of like the radio show. They were coming in and out of it. It wasn't like they sat and watched it like a regular television show.
It was dynamite. I'm telling you, you did a great job.
Yeah. Well, so what happened when you went backstage? The lesbians were all over you?
Oh God, Howard! I was backstage waiting to go on. And they were like, do you need something to drink? And they were really sweet. They really were. But they were really, and they kept getting their picture taken with me, and people were getting nervous about the film, and I was getting them, and they were like, what can we do for you? Do you want us to do it? You want to sit down? You want to stand? Do you want us to take your cape? Do you want anything? I couldn't believe it. They kept putting their arms around me.
Really?
And I kept saying, you girls were real.
Well, they wanted to get it on with you, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they were trying, because they kept saying, when's Jessica getting here?
And one girl said, she said, everybody thought she was me or something.
One of the redhead thought she kind of looked like you.
Yeah.
But...
And she said, I think I'm just going to start signing my name, Jessica Hahn.
And I heard they wanted to get into a menage thing with you.
No, not quite, Howard.
They wanted to, because...
well, in their dreams, okay?
Come on, they were pretty cute.
Howard.
I'll tell you, man, I had a major league... probably the reason I let Dial Day go so long was just they were rubbing my crotch.
You loved it. By the way, did you see that film, Howard?
What film?
I mean, yourself. Did you saw the tape? What did you think?
I was worn out after 15 minutes.
You're saying to your wife, I gotta go, honey, bye.
I couldn't concentrate. Forget about it. It was just too nutty.
I gotta go, honey, bye, he says to his wife with 2 women. That was great, Howard. 2 women.
It was. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I would like to do another special and just like have an audience of those bizarre people and just talk to them for an hour and a half.
Hey, you know what? That audience was incredible.
Yeah.
They were great, and even the people outside that you guys shot camera,
Yeah.
they were great.
Yeah, it's not too many guys who are willing to moon on camera in front of a big
No,
audience.
I mean, they were really cheering you. I mean it. There was a crowd of people out there.
What was going on? Did you see that backstage camera?
Yes.
Were you on that?
Everywhere.
Oh, good, because then you'll be in the video.
I was on it like they followed me all over.
Yeah, backstage video. Included in the videotape is backstage video segments.
Yeah, they got some good stuff, Howard.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Take my word for it.
For all the fans in Brooklyn and the Bronx who don't get
Me
cable.
and the bum were hanging out, talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they get that on videotape?
Yeah. We were talking, and he was just...
Jessica Hahn and Anthony the Bum Makeover.
And I did not sleep with him, okay? We were talking.
Well, Jessica, I got to go play commercials.
Okay,
so what are you doing? You going back to Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm going to get on a plane in about an hour.
Hey, listen, thanks for coming on. You were great.
Okay, I loved it. I
All
love you, too.
I love you, too.
Talk to you
All
later.
Bye-bye. Jessica Hahn checking in, and a euphoric Jessica Hahn. She was backstage totally nervous the whole time. I heard she was, like, talking to herself. I don't know if I should go on. Those lesbians are wild.
Well, I think she put on her negligee because she thought she was going out any second, and she wound up standing backstage for like an hour with the negligee on. And, she looked real good,
Yeah.
It was low cut, and it was funny when she stand next to Anthony, they looked like they were standing on a wedding cake because she had on It's kind of scary. It was real weird.
Yeah, what a scary backstage.
But I think the backstage guy got a lot of footage of that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother special in itself. That's what we're selling on the videotape.
That was quite a scene back there. It really was.
Yeah. Just see what this guy wants. Hey, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on through the commercial because I got to go do a couple of spots, all right?
No problem, Howard.
All right.
Have you got him?
Yeah, I got it all worked out here. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay. I think I got this under control. We'll be back right after these words. Hello. Okay. I'm looking for a piece of copy. He's like flying over my shoulder. Hey, Dial-A-Mattress. You know, Dial-A-Mattress decorated the entire set to my TV show. I don't think people could really see that. That was all mattresses laying. The audience was laying on mattresses. How many mattresses did they use on that set? It had to be at least like 35, 40 mattresses.
I think it was a lot more than that. I think somebody said 150. Is that possible?
You know, actually, that does make sense because there was about 150 people in the audience, so each person to a mattress.
No, but they were stacked up, too.
Yeah.
3 deep.
150 mattresses. And you know they were all delivered within 2 hours? We called 212 Mattress and 516 and 201 Mattress, and they were delivered within 2 hours. That's right, 212, 516, and 201 MATTRES. Not to be confused with 1-800-52-STERN. I wonder what you get when you dial that. Oh, man. You smell theme for 4 hours here?
Oh, my God.
Hey, come on. People wanted a videotape of the show. Now they got it. Plus they got backstage stuff. And poster. 212 MATTRES. Dial-A-Mattress. It's really great. I swear to God, this is the best service. 50% off all mattresses. Go to a department store. Wait 6 weeks for your mattress. Wait 6 weeks for your mattress, and pay about 50% more. Go ahead, be my guest. Unless you use Dial-A-Mattress. All right, thank you. You're on the air.
How you doing, Howard?
Pretty good. My parents came over yesterday, right? So they, of course, I am so sorry I convinced them. I figured it'd be good if my mother had the TV show on in her house, because she would, she would call in or something.
Yeah.
And I had a special line set up so she could call in. Of course, it just rang and rang. Nobody picked it up. She was calling in, by the way.
Is that right?
Yeah, it just rang and rang, and nobody picked it up.
I know that some of those lights didn't light up as bright as
Yeah, well, that's what Gary was backpedaling yesterday. When I called him up, I said, my mother was trying to call, and he goes, hey, man, the lights, I couldn't see them. There were very few technical hassles.
The show was fantastic.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
We tried to make it like the radio show, nice and loose. We didn't want it to be slick, which it wasn't.
Did you know those girls that were sitting up front they were in like T-shirts and stuff?
Those girls were those girls who dropped by on the show one day in their negligees.
Oh, yeah?
And I invited them on. They were like the first girls to be invited on the show.
Oh, they were fantastic looking.
Yeah, I mean, I just pictured guys sitting at home with their pants rolled around their ankles.
Well, that did happen, but then you had that mutant Siobhan up front, and I had to go get sick.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. Yeah, that kind of bummed me out, too. That kind of distracted me when I first came out that Siobhan was there right in the front.
What a hairdo.
Cool.
Did you dial 1-800-52-STERN?
Yes, I did, and it's busy.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah, the tape's going to be pretty wild. I'm going to go in and edit it, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of backstage footage, which will be nice, and the poster and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. We were watching it with a bunch of people at the house.
Did you see that guy light his penis on fire?
That
was the weirdest. That freaked me out so much that at first I said, wait a second, does this guy know what he's doing? Because he started cooking the eggs on his penis. And what was weird about it was that when he whipped, the guy lit himself on fire, so he had to pull off his underpants. So he's standing there naked, and I'm sitting there wondering, gee, can a guy be naked on pay-per-view television? And then I realized, yeah, I guess so. He's doing it.
That was funny.
But then I looked down at his wiener, and all of his hair, his body hair, was singed.
He was pretty agile, though, man. You see how fast he got his shorts?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty impressed because, me, I'm so embarrassed by the size of my wiener, I just would have, let my body burn.
Oh, I don't know.
I would have.
Well, that was funny to see the guy come out with the fire extinguisher so quick. I thought he was going to blast him.
Yeah, I know. Well, what happened was the guy threw his underpants off. He threw them down on some of the cable wires, and I thought that the place was going to be lit up on fire. That's why I was glad we did it live. When we used to do stuff at Fox Television, if a moment like that happened, it would have been edited out. They would have stopped rolling the camera, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was fantastic.
And we were able to catch it. The guy then, after that whole experience, that whole traumatic experience, he put lighter fluid on his behind and then lit it up on fire.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, and then he put the underwear back on afterwards.
Yeah. What a weird, because he had nothing to put on. There was no towel or anything, so he stole the show, that guy. Wish I had lit my penis on fire like that.
And the stutterer that opened up the show, that was...
Quentin.
That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I thought that, could you tell that we were pelting Steve Rossi with stuff at the end of the show?
What, the silly string?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. He kept singing, though. He didn't miss a note.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I shot it into his mouth at one point. Didn't make a difference. What a performer. What a man. I thought Leslie looked good. I thought everyone did a good job, Jessica Hahn.
What was the deal with Leslie's hair? It looked different.
Well, he was dying of purple for... I thought Leslie actually looked pretty good and performed very well.
Yeah, it was great. The whole thing was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, thanks.
It was great.
Yeah.
And I was watching it with a bunch of friends, and you opened up with the rally from the FCC, and I was in the front row there.
Oh, so you saw yourself? Yeah.
So it was a double pleasure. I saw myself on TV.
Yeah, it was weird. Maybe there were so many people in the audience I didn't get to and stuff. It was just after 2.5 hours, the satellite went down. I would have kept going.
Well, I don't know how you finished the show after getting into bed with those lesbians.
Yeah, I know. That was a little intense, man. Because they were really rubbing me, and...
I don't know how you didn't keep from, can I say getting a boner?
I'd rather you didn't say that.
Okay, then I didn't.
See, now you've seen me on pay-per-view, and we were using words like that, so...
Jackie, you were funny on that comedy show after Howard.
Yeah, Jackie, good job on that segment. That was like everybody's favorite.
Thank you.
Jackie and Steve-O going up against each other. What I want to see is the backstage footage. We're going to go in and edit that tomorrow for the videotape. When you dial 1-800-52-STERN, S-T-E-R-N.
I have to ask what's the delivery time on the tape, boss?
4 to 6 weeks.
Oh.
Maybe probably 4 weeks. Because all we have the box and everything ready to go. It's just...
Takes time.
It just takes... All we got to do is edit it, and then we're there. We send them out. We put them right now in the mail to you.
Hey, Howard, what was that thing in the beginning? Was that Jan and Craig's Christmas party?
Yeah.
Farting?
Yeah, the one where I passed wind into the...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you could say fart. That's okay. The government hasn't cracked down that hard. Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it?
The whole thing was great. That was a good segment. I thought that was like backstage before.
Yeah. That's what my wife said. It looked like backstage, but it wasn't. That was Jan and Craig's party.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah. Me passing wind into the microphone. Just acting childish.
What's that?
Yeah. If I was you, even though I saw it, I would dial 1-800-52-STERN, though.
Well, I have it on tape, but I am going to order it because I'd like to see the backstage stuff and get a poster.
Yeah. So, you got it all, pal.
Well, and what number was that again, Howard?
1-800-52-STERN.
Okay. The whole thing was great.
No, I thought long and hard about whether to put out a videotape of it, because I seriously don't want to look like a whore, but I guess I do. But, you know, I haven't sold anything to the audience in 5 years.
And plus the fact that it wasn't, you know, everybody couldn't get it.
Yeah, well, plus the fact that in Philly, I know practically no one got it. So just for Philadelphia alone, I set that up.
Yeah.
What a weird scene back there, man. Before the show, I had the lesbians come back to my office to, like, sort of stage some stuff. You know, not stage or prepare, but just sort of say, like, hey, you girls can get wild, because this isn't radio, this is television, or this isn't, you know, regular television, it's pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So they started to massage me in my dressing area and kiss me. I thought I was going to get it on with them right then and there. You should have seen what was going on in there.
Pretty dirty trick of your wife to sex you all up before the show.
Bye. Yeah. My wife had sex with me all afternoon before that show because she knew I'd get carried away with those lesbians otherwise. It was pretty wild. What a nutty night, man. And then my parents. Let me take a break. I got to hang up, okay?
All right, good talking to you.
All right, take care.
Hey, Hal, one more thing.
Yeah.
You think that Reverend Al Sharpton is Al Roker with hair?
No.
You don't?
I don't think so, but
It's a good possibility.
Are you saying that all heavy black men look the same, except for their haircuts?
Come on, don't they look...
Although I have to admit, you know that special Al Roker was doing on hair?
Yeah.
And they showed the promos, and Al Roker had like a James Brown wig on?
Yeah.
If he had that little, what do you call it? It's not a beard, but that little thing under the lip, he might have looked like Reverend Al Sharpton.
And the big gold medallion.
Yeah.
That's all he's missing.
That's it, man.
Well, it's good talking to you, Hal.
All right, take care, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. We enjoyed doing it.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Everybody elated, of course. Everyone happy. Everyone excited. It was a fun night, wasn't it?
Very wild.
Yeah. Did you go to the party afterward?
Yeah, what happened?
Let me tell you what happened. It's a pretty funny story. Wait till we come back. Let me see if I can, Okay, I'm all set. Be back right after these words. You know, Nutrisystem weight loss program. One of the nice things about the TV show was we didn't have to do any live commercials. It was kind of an interesting concept, no commercials. You know, it was weird. Every time I felt like we should break for a commercial on the TV show, there was no commercial to go to.
It was strange.
Yeah. Anyway, Nutrisystem weight loss program. It's not a diet. It's a weight loss program. You'll lose a lot of weight, and after you reach your goal, you receive 1 year of maintenance free, which I think is pretty decent. I don't know if anybody who saw the TV show, if you checked out, well, if you didn't see it, of course you could dial 1-800-52-STERN and get your videotape, but is there any difference, Jackie, between you selling your videotapes after one of your live shows or me doing this?
I'd say about 20,000 tapes per week.
That's all. That's it.
It's basically the same.
It's basically the same concept, though. I'll tell you something about Nutrisystem, though. It's, if you saw Scott the Engineer on the show, Scott the Engineer's not even here this morning. I wanted to sit here and do a post-game wrap-up. That was the idea of today's show. Me and Jackie, the only ones here.
Now, why wouldn't Scott be here? Doesn't he have to be here anyway?
He's working with us this afternoon when we go over the Grammys.
Oh.
We're taping. This week of radio is going to be incredible. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot of wacky things that are going to be happening. And also, I've got a big announcement about the radio show tomorrow, which has nothing to do with 1-800-52-STERN for the videotapes.
I'm going to start keeping track of it.
No. Hey, got to make a buck here. K-Rock's entitled too, you know. Anyway, there's Fred. Sorry. Fred, it took me 35 minutes to get myself on the air today. I didn't realize you're the only one who knows how to work the equipment. No, it was a bad scene. If your ears were burning, I was talking about you. Hey, didn't you think Scott the Engineer looked handsome in his tuxedo?
Oh, he looked splendid. With all that trouble, and he still looked dopey.
Put him in a suit and he still looks bald.
You can't take him out.
But anyway, he did look thin, didn't he?
Skinny and dopey.
Yeah. Not 1-800. 718-896-4200 is the number for Nutrisystem. 718-896-4200. Start now, and you'll be thin by the summer. You'll be thin before the summer, actually. Okay, it's 7:31 and 92.3 K-Rock and WYSP. So, Fred, good Kurt Waldheim Saturday night, by the way.
Great.
Real good. Jessica Hahn just called in. I don't know if you heard it. She said she had a real good time doing it.
Great.
Yeah.
You were just about to explain why you missed the party.
Oh, okay. You guys went to the party afterwards?
Yeah.
Of course.
It was the happening event of the season.
It was really weird doing the TV show. There was kind of a lot of pressure there because we had one room filled with about 70 but 70 tri-state cable operators. Cable operators who could have sat in their own cable company offices and watched the feed live and had the same experience. They insisted on coming down to the studio and sitting in a room.
A little dingy room.
A little dingy room that seated 40 people, but we shoved 75 cable operators into. And I don't understand. We kept saying to them, don't come down because there's just no room at the studio. My dressing room was just in somebody's office. It's kind of weird. I mean, we had no room at the studio, but I like that place. We taped at this place, MTI Studios. It's funky and little, and I like that. They tip a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff there.
All the little halls and byways and stuff.
Yeah. It was nice. But we were dressing in the salespeople's offices.
We didn't know it at one point. We had this window that faced the street, so we were dressing in this window, and anybody on the side of the street could look in.
I mean, you have no idea what's going on. It was real weird, too, because at one point I was almost totally nude. I had a makeup guy painting my body with tanning lotion so I wouldn't look fat.
Oh, I knew he was in there a long time with you.
He painted my whole body with a sponge, with
those little
with Negro makeup.
Those triangles.
That's what the guy said. He says, this is black. I said, give me the blackest makeup you have. He says, yeah, but wait a second. What you're looking at there, that's makeup for black people. So I said, give it to me. I said, just paint it on my body. That's what I did. I just was totally... Did you notice how suntan I look?
I did.
You were busy doing your own thing.
No, I'm trying to figure if I noticed that. But I don't remember thinking to myself, geez, he looks so bright white. Maybe
Yeah.
because you were just on the islands, though.
Well, Fred, I don't know if you missed the big news, but there's now a new phone number you can call to order the videotape.
No, what phone number is that? Let me get my...
1-800-52-STERN.
1-800...
52, if you remember 50, she like 52 cards in a deck. 52 Stern, S-T-E-R-N.
Let me get that again. My pen ran out.
Oh, shut up.
1-800...
But did you hear what's on the tape? Backstage, that backstage camera.
Yeah, I was wondering what the heck that...
All right, forget it. This isn't working.
Oh, darn.
Maybe it's obnoxious.
Yeah,
But there was a lot of people who wrote me and said they wanted to see it, and they were angry, and why didn't I put out a videotape? So I'm doing it for them. It's not like I'm not forcing anyone to buy it. But of course, even if you saw the show, you missed the backstage stuff. And of course, you don't get the poster. Unless you get the videotape.
Sound like more and more like Ronco Enterprises.
Yeah.
How about that box?
Good looking box, too.
It's sturdy.
So anyway, and also I'm going to put Gary's teeth on there, which we didn't get to on the regular show.
Oh.
So anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So after the show, because I was in someone's office, they locked my dressing room door. Did you guys know that?
No.
They didn't have a key to my dressing room door.
What? They didn't know.
I didn't get out of the building till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, come on.
I didn't get my clothes till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nobody at the party knew that. Everybody thought that you just were like...
No, they knew.
A lot of people didn't, though.
A lot of people, yeah, right.
Like Fitzy knew, and, well, a few people knew, but a lot of people didn't. They thought you just weren't showing or something, and I told a few people, we had a pretty good laugh as we went back.
No, I would have gone down at Caroline's, but 3 o'clock in the morning, waiting for my clothes, I was beat at that point.
What happened? A janitor just locked it up because he didn't...
No, evidently my dressing room was the general manager's, or the owner of MTI Studios. That was my dressing room. So I was in some guy's office, and I guess it was a little awkward for him because I'm in there with all his personal crap.
See anything good?
No, but the other office I was in, I was rifling through someone's desk. I mean, it was so boring in there. What else was I going to do?
Tape the next one for free, huh?
You know how he is.
You know what I'm still trying to figure out? The girl who had the suspenders glued to her breast.
They were glued because I was wondering how she kept them in place.
Did you see that girl? Do you know what's
go with the suspenders?
Yeah.
I thought that they were just sticking there because she was sweaty or something because of the hot light.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I don't know. There was just so many weird things going on that night.
Yeah, there were a lot of things and that was funny because, your perspective is different than what the camera sees. Like, I didn't see the show that they shot.
Yeah, really.
Robin, were you nervous?
Different show.
Yeah.
Robin?
Yeah?
Were you nervous on the show?
No, it wasn't that I was nervous. I was afraid, because there were a lot of wild things going on that you guys didn't see.
Like what?
Like,
Well, there was this, the one moment that really stuck out in my mind was this guy called on the phone, and he was like, Howard, the show has been a bust so far. I want to see Robin do blah, 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 or I want to see...
He wanted to see Robin do sodomy to me.
Yeah, and then he said, that was you?
Yeah, well, he was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing also.
No,
I've never had a woman with a diamond tiara on her head.
No, and then he also said, I want to see real something else. And this woman over in the corner says, here it is!
Yeah. I wish I'd had a camera backstage when I met with the lesbians beforehand, and Alexis Firestone walked in and said, look, I want to show you my panties. She took her panties and pulled them up real tight and showed me everything.
Oh, boy. Those girls leave nothing to the imagination.
And I'll tell you, it was great. Yeah, I said, there's no teasing here. They just walk in, pull up their dresses, and start pulling their panties up.
You see, now that's why it's better. That's why they're better on the radio.
Yeah.
Because there's more, there's more to the imagination.
Well, I'll tell you, it was really funny because after the show, I walk off, and Jennifer and Alexis are standing there, and they're thanking me for something. I don't know what they were talking about. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. And Alexis wants to give me a hug, so I'm like, okay, give me a hug. And she humped my leg.
Really?
I was like, get away from me.
Well, she walked into my dressing room, I said hi, and she grabbed my crotch. So it was like,
There's a greeting.
Yeah, it was pretty weird back there. It was pretty weird back there.
It was out of control.
At one point, they went up to Scott the engineer, and they needed a cigarette. So I guess they didn't want to take anything for nothing, so they grabbed his crotch.
Yeah, they'll always do something for you.
Like Scott was like thrilled.
Oh yeah, he thought he was a stud.
They didn't do the butter bud sprinkle routine though.
No, they didn't.
Why, the sponsor didn't want them to do that?
No, so that's why they started eating the whipped cream from the banana and started oiling their bodies with that stuff.
Well, that's an acceptable substitute in my book.
Yeah. Well, I guess you want to hang up and dial 1-800-52-STERN, huh?
How many operators do we have standing by for your call?
I don't know, but I haven't been able to get through on the line. Just keep trying. The
Are they
operators
going to broadcast it again on pay-per-view?
No. That's
that
it.
Was a one-time only.
One time only, and the backstage footage and the and Gary's teeth will only be available on the videotape. Hey, come on.
It's like that Springsteen kind of thing, putting an extra record on the album.
None of the bloopers will be.
I want to see the backstage footage.
Sure, I didn't see what that camera was getting. I'd love to see that stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of cinema verite.
When
that's kind of like bloopers, right?
Yeah, bloopers.
When Jessica said she was talking to the bum, I'd like to see that green room.
I hope they had the sound pretty good too. I'd like to hear that.
Now, Howard, what is the story? Is Jessica hung around with Rob Lowe?
No. We read that Rob is... We didn't read. We know that Rob is going with Fawn Hall.
Right. That's right, and someone said she was there Friday night. I didn't see her. I didn't recognize her. He was with some blonde, though. Maybe I just didn't realize it was her.
It was probably Fawn Hall.
You think so?
Yeah. It's a weird life those rat packers have.
It really is. I'll tell you why. Because they come in, and they're in this huge place, and there are a lot of people there that night.
Yeah, and it's like they put on a show for all of these people.
They come in, and they sit down, and they have a couple of drinks. He gets on stage, and then by the time he gets off stage, like the entourage is up and waiting by the side door.
Yep.
And the bodyguard is sitting there the whole time.
And what are people doing while they're singing, laughing?
A couple were, yeah.
But you know what it is? It's
when
because
you're a rat packer or a brat packer, you don't even care that people are laughing.
I don't think he...
No, he doesn't care.
No one was laughing.
Don't you know what that's all about? He has Fawn Hall, right?
Right.
So he's got to show her how happening he is.
Right.
So they go out to a club. And this is what I would do if I was single. I wouldn't be able to do this radio show if I was single. I would be out every night trying to impress girls.
Yes, you'd be hanging out at the bar singing.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would just, go to a bar, show her how famous I was, because, everyone would be, opening up the doors for me. I'd run up on stage.
The doors, that's right.
I'd start singing, and that kind of thing. Guys do wacky things, single guys in show business. Remember when David Brenner made his girlfriend the makeup girl?
Yes.
And she's a lovely woman, but I'm telling you, the makeup on that show, I came out pale. I mean, nobody really made me up. She, just took a brush and just powdered me.
What was that, the show with his sweaters every night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sweaters. But the thing is that
The sweater show.
the David Brenner sweater show.
Then she went to the
Hey, let's do
official
something
sweater
really different. Let's
figurator.
put some sweaters on. Let's not come out with a jacket and tie.
That's right. We'll put this thing right up.
Yeah, I figured I'd take it one step further and come out my underpants.
But that's right. That was original.
Hey, how did I look on? I didn't look too bad, huh?
But wait a minute, Howard.
Yeah.
That looked like an elephant was in your pants.
Robin.
You did it. You overdid it.
A little bit. Okay, maybe.
You got to stop kissing up to your boss, Robin.
Hey, I didn't stuff.
Oh, please. Like I said, when the opening of the show, when you first walked out and that girl started attacking you,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, she was whipping you around. Boy, she was twirling you around like a baton. But anyway, she was whipping you around.
Yeah.
And you wound up standing sideways.
Yeah.
And the camera was shooting you from the side. And all of a sudden I said, wait a minute, he's getting awfully excited for the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I wasn't excited, just so you know. It was the shoulder pad stuffed into my underpants.
Yes. Then they finally whipped down those things and I saw what all the excitement was.
Hey, it's show business, all right? Hey, listen, hey, we got to run, okay?
Okay, it was good talking
All
to you.
right, go dial 1-800-52-STERN.
52-STERN.
That's right.
I thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. All right. I hope 1-800-52-STERN has more than 3 operators standing by. I can't even get through on it. It'll be open 24 hours a day, though, Robin.
Hi, I'm Judy.
Hi, I'm Judy. I'm standing by at 1-800-52-STERN. We tried to get 1-800-BIG-DICK, and the phone company wouldn't give it to me.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Robin, did you notice how muscular and handsome I looked on that tape? On that show?
Oh, yes.
Hey, come on. Seriously, you got to evaluate my body. How'd it look? Did it look nice? No? You didn't think so? If you're thinking about it, then I guess it didn't look nice.
No, it was, it wasn't the worst body I've ever seen.
Thanks. Didn't have a great tan, though?
You were peeling. I couldn't believe it. You were peeling.
That wasn't a tan. I had black people's makeup on.
You did?
Yeah.
You darkened your skin.
You couldn't tell?
No. I thought, why would he come out here looking so pale?
Why did you think the makeup guy had me in there for 45 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing to you then. Your face looked real good.
He painted my whole body tan.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, the shirt I wanted to wear was ruined because when I put it on, all the body makeup came off on
Oh,
it.
dear. No, I just noticed the peeling skin on your arms.
Yeah, that was from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Anyway, seriously, you know what I used to look like.
No, you look good.
Robin, in truth.
You do.
Do I?
You do look good.
I looked okay. Because, listen, you've known me when I was fat.
I still can't get over you stuffing all those shoulder pads in that thing. That was a ripoff.
And was that crazy glue on your... Hey, who wouldn't stuff stuff in there? You know, half the guys in the audience
I got
did.
all impressed, and then I had to realize it wasn't real, and I'm very disappointed.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
What?
That was real. I'm serious. Because I'm embarrassed. You're making fun of my huge genitals. I'm serious. You're really embarrassing. Yeah. That was really me.
You sure?
I swear.
Then you look great.
Thank you. It's just that I'm so... I don't want the guys in the audience to feel inadequate next to the snake monster man. Anyway,
No, it really was. It was great. You looked real good.
Thank you, Robin. And, I attribute that all to Body by Basile. And what you're asking, what is Body by Basile? This is... well, I know you're not asking that, but... the thing is that about 3 years ago, I was so disgustingly unhealthy that, I was overweight by 65 pounds. I had absolutely no muscle tone whatsoever.
Okay, you were sick all the time. He had no energy.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Wouldn't I be in the hospital now after that
forget
TV
it.
show?
Yeah, they would have had to take you away for about a 2-week rest after a show like that.
And you see me, I'm healthy, right?
Yeah.
I'm relatively healthy anyway.
You're here.
I'm here. I'm on the air, and I'm talking. Still got my voice.
And how long has it been since your last sick day?
Quite a while.
It's been years.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. I owe it all to Body by Basile, and I'm not jiving here. I really owe these guys a lot. Just wish they wouldn't charge me anything.
I know.
But
I still charge you.
I do owe these guys a lot. I really do, because my whole health turned around. My weight is down. My muscle tone is there. Well, you just... Did you see the show? Thank you.
He's still watching
I'm
it.
sorry, I dialed the wrong number. Who's this?
What were you dialing? 1-800-52-STERN?
No, I got a memory dial. I must have dialed that last, and I've been pushing the wrong button.
Oh, who are you dialing?
I'm trying to call Howard.
Oh, this is Howard.
Howard.
Did you see the show?
It was great.
Yeah, didn't I look good?
You were great.
Thanks to Body by Basile. Let me give the number for Body by Basile.
Well, I was going to say there was this woman, and I didn't think you understood what she said at the end of the show. This woman screamed to you, Howard, your body's sexy.
Oh, that's what she said?
You thought she said your body sucks.
Oh, because I was yelling at her. I said to her, hey, bitch, why don't you just shut up? I've been bummed out about that forever. She said your body's sexy?
Yes.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Did you shave your body hair?
I shaved it beforehand because...
He was clipped down, yeah.
I'm telling you, it took me an hour and a half to prepare for the TV show. I had to shave. I was in the shower shaving.
The show was awesome. The show was absolutely awesome.
Wasn't it fun? I think we accomplished...
I already called 1-800-52-STERN. I got my tape all ordered.
Good.
Good for you.
Oh, good. So the number's functional.
The number is working.
Yeah, because a lot of people were calling in saying it wasn't working, but it's just they got a busy signal.
Did Judy answer?
Judy, the operator, her headset got caught in her throat. What's the matter, Gary?
You don't get Judy, the operator.
Who do you get?
You get some guy, some Midwestern guy. I called last night as soon as you and I got off the phone. It was already working.
Yeah?
And it's like,
there must be several operators.
Well, hold on, sir. Wait, I can't hear Gary. Hold on.
Okay.
What?
He goes, hello, Stern Television, give me a zip code.
Oh, yeah?
Like one of those guys.
Oh, super.
You know that crackly line you get when it's like sounds like 100 miles away?
Yeah.
That's what, but it was working last night.
Oh, good, cool.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
It worked all right for me.
Good.
I got a woman.
That was Judy. And I'm pretty sure they're friendly over there. You can ask them out for dates and stuff.
I was hoping it was Jennifer.
Yeah, right. You and me both, pal.
Boy, did she look good.
We should have seen me yesterday. I had to be by myself 2 times from that.
Dear.
We had a room full of guys. We all had our pants down.
Oh, you're kidding.
Anyway, call Body by Basile. They're at 147 Main Street in Port Washington, New York. The number again is 516-944-5875 for exercise. This is one-on-one training. This is not like a health spa or something. This is one-on-one training.
They mean business when you walk in there.
You needed some more guests on that, Howard. Grandpa should have been there.
Yeah, I thought about Grandpa, but actually, we could barely fit the show into 2.5 hours. Actually, I think it should have been less guests, so we would have more time for stuff.
The audience.
Yeah,
We didn't
I
get
was
a chance
to say
talk
probably
to
the
anybody.
biggest flaw of the show was it was way too short.
Yeah, well, that's what my sister said. She was at a party, and people wanted another half hour because it was sort of like the radio show. They were coming in and out of the room and watching and getting into it.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. It was a good time. We had a really good time doing it.
Yeah, and I hate to bring it up again, but that guy with the penis on fire was...
I know, he stole the show.
No, we're still talking about it.
Yeah, we are.
That's going to be
Well, Robin said that she found out. I don't know if the backstage cameras caught this, because if they did, it'll be on the videotape. But the guy went backstage afterwards and had to put ointment all over his genitals.
Yeah, he was rubbing himself down with, like, salves and stuff to
I guess that's
prevent blistering, I suppose.
Isn't this what Sid Caesar meant when live television is so much better than anything that's pre-taped?
Absolutely.
Now, you know, that guy, we're sitting there watching it, and Jackie's, this guy opened up for him once, and Jackie says, I bet you $100 this guy has never tried this trick before.
Yeah.
So after the show...
It had something to smother it with, like a towel or something.
Yeah, he used his hands, and what happened was, I explained this earlier, but I guess people, not everyone heard it. The guy said to Robin, do you want to put the lighter fluid on my genitals? So I said, I was thinking to myself, hey, that's pretty good. That's good visually. So Robin came over.
It's no trick.
Right.
It wasn't.
But Robin, Robin's like a maniac.
Oh, stop it. I kept asking him.
This was great, though. I mean, if you hadn't done this, it wouldn't have been half as good. Robin doused his bathing suit and his whole area there. I mean, half a can of lighter fluid
I'm
easy.
sure the can was empty.
So when the guy lit his genitals on fire, he started pouncing on it with his hand, but there was no way that was going to go out from that.
Well, I don't think he expected
put on his hands on fire.
Hey, can you hear Robin and stuff when she talks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the flame.
Yeah.
I mean, he expected the flame to be that high. I think he expected a nice tame little flame.
Yeah, right. Like what he was used to when he usually does it.
Right.
But with television, he got carried away with the moment.
And he got a brush fire.
And the guy literally in front of everyone, and I know he never did that before.
I'll tell you.
He ripped off his bathing suit.
I really was getting visions of a disaster. I said, a guy is going to literally burn up on our first TV show.
Let me tell you something, Robin. If it was me and I had done that, there was no way I would have pulled my pants down in front of all those people.
That was the debate. Everybody was saying, would you have ripped... I said, I think I would have burned.
Me too. I wouldn't have ripped off my bathing suit like he did. He did, and the guy wasn't that well hung.
No, not
that was the thing. He was little.
I heard half of it burned off. That's what happened.
So I was talking to this guy after the show.
Yeah.
And I said, Vinny, man, you're a little nutty, you know. I said, now come on.
Yeah, and after an experience like that, would any normal guy put lighter fluid on his butt and light his ass on fire?
Yeah, he had almost burned up lunch.
On his bare butt.
On his bare ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hair he was lighting.
And he was totally. I don't know if you noticed. I'm sure you did. Afterwards, I don't think the people at home could see it. I mean, we didn't have that close up of a camera. Afterwards, the guy's whole body hair was singed. I mean, all the way up to his chest.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was like half burnt off.
You didn't see the fire was leaping all down his thighs and up his belly?
Practically engulfed that frying pan.
I mean, he was beating and there was too much to beat.
And then Penn and Teller came out and started eating fire, which didn't look half as good. But when Penn and Teller put that pin through his arm.
Oh man, that looked real.
That was good.
That my father said he got sick.
Yeah.
It was weird. Oh, you know something? I got to take a break. You want to go on hold?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, everyone, hold on. And remind me to talk about my day yesterday when my parents came by for
Oh
the
yeah, I want to
critique.
hear what they had to say.
Well, of course they hated it, so it was perfect. My mother couldn't handle it.
How long did they last? That's what I want to know.
I think my mother had to leave the room during the lesbians. But anyway, we'll be back right after these words. I'll tell you everything. Yeah. I think there was more. I can't wait to see the backstage footage of the tape.
Really? See, we don't know what was going on back there.
Gary said there was some. You know that spanker girl, the one who attacked me at the opening of the show?
Yeah.
Somehow she sauntered backstage with her friend who had who had big breasts.
Backstage at the post party.
Oh, this is at the party.
She
Was
got
there
in
a
the
camera
party?
there?
Yeah.
The spanker was at the party?
Oh, yeah, with a friend and a couple of other listeners sifted through.
How'd they get there?
They weren't really checking that hard.
It was just like a bar.
It was a bar. They just walked in. No.
Siobhan didn't show up.
She did?
Oh, she did. That's right.
I'm so wired. I can't stay home.
Because
Boy, am I glad I didn't make that part. I'm glad my dressing room was locked.
It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I could barely see straight.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I looked over, and there he was, like saxophone thrown over his back.
Oh.
And he goes, "Oh, where's Howard? Is he coming?"
Let me ask you something. Didn't we plan ahead of time? This is the one flaw in the TV show. Didn't we plan ahead of time to have Siobhan sit in the back?
We never actually had a discussion on it.
Really? I thought maybe I had the discussion by
Yeah,
myself.
with yourself.
Yeah. I have a lot of discussions like that.
Because the whole discussion was whether Siobhan could come or not.
Yeah.
And then when you finally decided she could come, or he could come,
Whatever.
you didn't say anything about seating arrangements.
Yeah. Big mistake having him up front, man. I was getting nauseous.
That was kind of neat, though. I know you think that it was horrifying.
Oh,
But
people love it.
there were people who thought that Siobhan looked as much like a woman that night as she's ever gonna.
My parents thought that Siobhan looked beautiful.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they didn't see her close up. Television makes things prettier.
Yeah, that's a frightening look. And I tried to show her breasts on camera. It was hard for them to pick it up. They're so small.
Well, that's it. They just look like
He's just a guy with big
dots
nipples.
on a chest.
Yeah, he's a guy with like oversized nipples.
Yeah.
3 of them, no less.
But that was the thing. I mean, once you came out and you tried to look around the audience, your eye would just hit Siobhan, and you'd be stuck there.
I know.
That's all you could look at.
I don't think I mentioned My Bar yet, did I?
No.
You know, My Bar has been a long time and loyal sponsor of K-Rock and the Howard Stern Show. And I guess I've told you in the past, time after time, how successful My Bar really is and how great a full-service computer company they are. Well, My Bar, the aggressive company that they are, has been calling on customers regularly, and practically every time they get there, they have the same response from their customers. I hear you all the time on the Howard Stern Show. They hear all the time, but why aren't they calling? You must call My Bar today.
What's wrong with you people?
Everyone that Mike Horn runs into from My Bar says, yeah, I heard about getting a computer for my business. Yeah, I heard you on Howard Stern. But they don't call.
Oh.
And all I'm asking you to do is to dial this number for a free, confidential, no hard sell. They come into your business, and they'll come there for free and analyze your business and talk about how to put a computer in and what it'll do for you.
He meant consultation.
What did I say?
A free confidential.
No, I meant a free confidential meeting.
Well, all you said was a free confidential.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm concentrating on 1-800-52-STERN.
So
every time I dial 1-800-52-STERN, it's busy.
Well, that's good, Howard.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe we should set up a post office box also so people can write in.
Well, it's going to take a little while to get those videotapes into boxes anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And also, it'll be open 24 hours, so try and get up at 6 o'clock to 3 in the morning.
It's going to stay busy during this time of the day. But, later on, write that number down.
That's all.
Later in the day, give it a call.
That's right. I'll bet that at 1-800-52-STERN, they have My Bar computers to take your order right now. In fact, get your computer now so you can catalog your favorite parts of the videotape that you receive in the mail. Well, how do you get in touch with my bar? 212-725-4600. There's so many numbers to remember. 212-725-4600. These guys are real pros. Okay. I felt kind of bad, too. I didn't get to Candy the traffic report. Just like on the radio
Candy
show.
was there.
Candy was backstage, and I walked out, and I got the meanest look from her after the show.
I don't know what she looks like, maybe.
She was there. Well, you didn't recognize her because she was beat red.
Oh, that's it.
Where is she? Maybe she's there.
I was disappointed.
I didn't realize, I just couldn't get to her. Candy?
Blame it on Gary. You didn't get a note.
I didn't get a note. I am going to blame it on Gary. For real.
Where? Where did you want to stick
You
it
didn't
in?
even give me a note that Omar was there.
I didn't know he was there.
Omar was there.
Like, I saw him come in, but he was actually so quiet. He was all the way in the corner near the door, and then he was outside the green room. And you know how, like, you usually know he's there?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't make himself known this time. He was arguing with his girlfriend.
I disagree. Somebody came up to me, one of the cameramen or something, said the highlight of the evening was watching Omar's girlfriend beat him up.
Oh, see that?
No, someone told me that Omar cold-cocked his girlfriend.
And that's not on tape?
Oh, it probably is.
Oh, I hope so.
Did they get it on the backstage tapes?
I think they might have missed that.
Well, half the people in the green room were all looking for coke. I know that.
And half of them found it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting in the makeup room, and all of a sudden this real strong scent of marijuana comes in.
Marijuana, nothing.
I tell you, people started singing Hosanna.
Marijuana was maybe
That was the start of the evening.
That was the
As it
start of the
went on,
evening.
They were getting into the heavier stuff.
I got to tell you something. There was one point I was out looking for coke, and I don't even do it because I had to get some of the guests hopped up.
That stuff makes for weird couples, too.
Yeah, I know, man. As soon as obviously we can't mention any names.
Right.
And by the way, I'm not even throwing. Omar was not doing any drugs, so because Omar's on like a natural high. But it was kind of weird. At one point, one of the guests came up and needed some drugs. So, and I was like all for it. So, unlike Nancy Reagan, I was like, yes, please, let me go see if I can dig something up for you, because I think it makes for better television when the guests are all drugged out. So, so I spent about you didn't see me for about a good hour before the show because I was busy hunting down drugs. And I haven't done them in a while, so I didn't even know where to score.
Yeah.
I'm like standing out in the street trying to score from listeners. I was yelling at Gary. Gary, what did I say to you?
You pulled me into your office.
And don't say any names who I was getting it for.
You pulled me into your office and you said, try to find some drugs for certain people because, and I felt like John Dean, like you were my boss, but I knew it was wrong, and I just didn't know what to do.
Now he's going to turn you in.
Yeah, thanks. No, what I said to him, I said, Gary, look, you got to get your hands on some coke real quick. I said, we got to get a couple of guests really hopped up. They're a little nervous and wired.
Yeah, you can't have Howard go out looking. He'd have asked the cops.
Okay.
You know? He would have been
Look, cops, I need a favor. It's a big favor.
So just can I say something because there are a couple of things like I didn't answer the phone and stuff. That was one of the things that I did take care of that you'll never know about. I want you to know.
What's that?
The way you wanted me to take care of that whole thing, to find drugs for certain people, it was taken care of.
You got the drugs.
Right.
Good
and
man.
it got to the proper people.
Good.
Ah, the Kathy Evan Smith of radio.
Yeah,
here.
well, Gary had it. I said, Gary, it's a must. I didn't know you'd take me literally. I didn't think you really
I
get
took
it.
it to people who just pointed them in the
you
right direction.
You could tell who had what.
Right.
A steerer, if you will.
A steerer, exactly.
Now I understand. Someone could write a book just about that night, like the early Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, is that guy from Watergate? He should have just been hanging around backstage.
Yeah, I want to know how explicit those backstage tapes are going to be.
Get some more good drug stories.
Yeah, and in case you're feeling left out of this, you can order a tape of the TV show at 1-800-52-STERN. Hey.
Well, wait a minute.
K-Rock's got to everyone's got to make some money here.
Yes. I want to call Omer and find out about this fight.
Yeah, I want to find out I want to call the guy who shot it on videotape and find out if he got it on tape.
Yeah, if he got it on tape. This is incredible that Omer was there and he was getting beat up.
Well, it was a whole backstage thing. While the guy was lighting his penis, it's not like anybody was disappointed on camera because the guy was lighting his penis on fire. And meanwhile, backstage people just beating up and beating each other up or doing some drugs or it was
This show included human sacrifice. So.
Yeah.
So usually Omer comes to me like 1,000 times a night and says, when am I getting on? When am I getting on? But I didn't see him the whole night. But apparently the argument between him and his girlfriend was she started yelling at him saying, see, I told you, he's using you. You're an idiot. And he goes, I'm going to get on. I'm telling you I'm getting on. She goes, no, you're not. You're not getting on. And that's what precipitated the argument.
I guess she was right.
And then he punched her?
Supposedly.
Yeah.
And then she was in her negligee, and she tried to run out the door, and he grabbed her by the jacket, so she slipped out of her jacket. Supposedly it was like 30 degrees out. She just ran on the street and her neck was
Oh,
tight.
man.
And she ran off. We don't even know what happened.
Yeah,
That's why we got to call. We got to get the end of this story.
Yeah, all right. Let me just get this guy put on hold, and then I'll call Omer. You're on the air.
Howard, you know what you haven't talked about yet? The gay untouchable.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
Awesome. That guy did a great job.
I can't believe he had got
I think
actors.
he'll get some calls. He'll definitely get some calls.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. That guy, I don't know why, Robin. When I met him, I believed in him.
Yeah.
And plus, he was willing to work cheap.
You can see through a lot, Howard.
No, I mean, I really kind of clicked with the guy mentally, and I felt that he could take one of our scripts and make it into a movie, and he really surprised me.
Maybe, did you talk to him on the phone first?
Yeah.
And that's where you started clicking, because if you had seen him, you'd have just shut the door.
No, I talked to him first. And then when I saw him, I got a little nervous about my decision.
Yeah.
But then
He's incredible.
he came through. He really is a very talented guy.
Really, and he really is going to cons. He has a film in the festival.
Yeah.
He'll be giving seminars to some very wealthy, influential people, and then he'll be going back to sleep in a park.
The homeless piece was pretty touching, wasn't it?
What was that?
The homeless piece?
Oh, yeah.
Real touching.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. There was pathos there that night. I give my father comes over yesterday and goes, hey, who put up that $500 to give that bum? He goes, who did it, the sponsors? I go, Dad, there was no sponsors, it was my money. He says, your money?
Did he hit you?
500 clams? And he beat me over the head. Cold cocked me, just like Omer and his girlfriend.
I can swap out a microwave for those sandwiches.
Yeah.
That was funny.
He took, the bum went and got all the microwave sandwiches.
He knew just where to go. Did you know that?
Yeah. So Jackie was thinking that we'd have to go out and, let him steal a microwave or something.
Well, I keep saying, there is no place for him to plug it in.
Yeah. My father was saying he could cook it over the heating grate.
Yeah.
Buy one of those little generators.
What?
Gas generators.
Yeah. I don't know what he just said. What?
Gas generator?
Buy one of those little gas generators.
Yeah, a little sterno
Up
thing.
in the corner.
Yeah, but meanwhile, the guy has a job now. We got him a job and everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty happy. This is a happy ending.
That's great. Like you said on the show, you'll be redeemed with God for that now.
But that was so funny
when a couple of plus points.
When the camera pulls back, because he looks pretty happening sitting there when the camera's close up. You don't know exactly where he is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you pull back and you see all this food around a mattress, and the mattress is in the middle of a subway.
Did I ever tell you the postscript to that?
What?
He couldn't keep the mattress down in the subway, so he sold it to one of the crew for $20.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. They have those rules down in the subway, no mattresses.
No mattresses in the subway, please.
Bodies are all right.
So, you call 1-800-52-STERN yet?
Yeah, I told you that before. I got the tape ordered.
Oh, you're ordered.
I'm one of the few that got through, I guess.
Oh, good, okay. Yeah, I bet you they got 3 operators standing by. I hope they got more than that. They will now.
They didn't recognize or realize what the demand would be,
Of course. They're used to having those magic tricks on videotape sales. Not a whole big demand for or how to learn to play billiards on videotape.
Yes.
I'm almost tempted to get that one. You ordered that also?
I think I'm going to get that one.
Maybe we should throw a free telephone in with every order. How'd you pay, Visa or MasterCard?
Visa.
Okay. Just curious. Okay, dude.
Hey, I guess you got some material lined up now for the next one.
Yeah, really. All the stuff we didn't do. Well, a lot of the stuff will be on the videotape.
I think we could do this once a month.
Yeah.
We could.
We definitely could.
He's going to be included, though.
I think he's ready to go, too. Well, I've got this idea for another special, but I'll wait till next year.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the guy lighting his penis on fire kind of gave me some ideas.
Yeah. We could have people light other body parts.
Yeah, like arms and... All right, hey, I got to roll, okay, man?
All right, Howard.
Take care.
Hey, don't feel like a whore.
I don't.
That's right.
I'm providing a service here. People want to see the show, and they want to see what happened backstage, so...
Yeah, I met Gary, and I was telling him that you should be taping these birthday shows. The birthday show should be out on cassette. When you did the New Year's Eve show a year and a half ago, that should have been on video.
Don't give us too many ideas, sir. We won't have time
All
for
of a
this.
sudden, we're opening a store.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of big Howard Stern fans out here, looking for stuff, and there's nothing out on the market. We got to get all bootleg.
Thank you, man. All right, bye.
All right, Howard.
Well, you got the official version now.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Very nice gentleman checking in.
Yes.
A lot of people revved up. All right, let's take a commercial break, then call Omer. That'll be pretty funny. We'll be back right after these words.
Why do you...
Roselli? 718-R-O-S-E-L-L-I. 718-Roselli. Yes. Family business, quality work, experienced movers, padded furniture. Everything fabulous. 718-Roselli. Ah, yes. You know, when I move with Roselli. Because the guy in the New York Post panned the TV special. The guy in the New York Post panned the TV special.
Oh, yeah?
So now I know it was successful. Now I know it was he called it a night of debauchery and...
Well, that's exactly what it was.
Anyway, isn't Roselli a great mover when you think about it?
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, he's just really... Well, you know why he's good? Because he cares, because his name is on the truck.
He's there at every move, practically.
Exactly.
He doesn't just leave you hanging in the wind.
That's exactly how I feel. 718 Roselli. 718 Roselli. Just going to say the number one more time. 718 Roselli. If you move with anyone else, you're foolish. They care, and they give you 4 free wardrobe boxes with every move. And they give you good prices and free phone quotes. Shock Jock's Party, numbingly dumb.
Wait a minute. I'm reading this.
You know what part I like the best of this?
What?
I can tell that this reviewer definitely is in another time zone. I've never even heard of him before. Who is David Benachuli?
Cooley.
He goes, listen to this. The Stern ridiculed a transvestite and a black dwarf while the crowd hooted and howled. What is it? He says, the show was filled with plenty of lowlights. The lowest was the guy in underpants who squirted lighter fluid between his legs, lit a match, then stripped in a panic as the flames leapt out of control. The lowlight. What is he
Come
kidding?
on, he was glued to the set at this point. He couldn't divert his eyes.
The show was full of similarly repugnant moments. MTV VJ Julie Brown got off to a sadistic start by ordering fans outside the studio to humiliate themselves in order to get in. Oh, man.
Ooh, this guy really is,
This guy really hated
vicious. Stern was exactly right about how to market his first TV special and played up to its sexiness and the lack of FCC constraints. He forgot, however, to be funny or interesting.
Thanks. Let's see. Dweezil Zappa displayed the most class of the evening, deflecting Stern's rude questions about his love life while candidly admitting his dissatisfaction with his VJ job at MTV. And his sister Moon stared at Stern in disbelief. Well, this guy hated me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He
Great.
ridiculed a transvestite. Well, what do you do with a transvestite?
What do you want me to do? Feel bad for him like Donahue?
Yeah, we're going to interview him and do a Donahue segment.
It's a guy standing there in a dress. Doesn't look anything like a woman. Well, that guy will be happy to know we're selling the videotape. 1-800-52-STERN.
Ooh, aside from Penn and Teller, there were no highlights.
Great. And he says the guy lighting the penis was a low light.
Yeah.
That was a highlight for me.
Hey, man, screw him. Could care less. I'm so used to getting bad reviews on everything I do.
Julie Brown got things off to a sadistic start. By ordering fans to humiliate themselves.
I thought it was pretty funny when that guy Moon...
Did anybody get in from outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, about, 8 people, 10 people?
Yeah, we also have a lot of footage from outside during and afterwards as well that could also end up in the home videotape.
Yeah.
Because I never saw those 2 twin girls that were out there in the audience.
They did get in, actually.
Yeah.
They were in the dance segment.
They didn't like